Csapó 2. Így jobb. Sziasztok, itt a Antik Games és a Witcher 3-at fogjuk folytatni. Már előtt folytattam, de nem úgy jöttek össze a dolgok, ahogy én gondoltam, és újra kezdem. Már hallja azt a részt. Már hallja azt. Igen. Köszönöm. Itt mi? Ez az Witcher. Szerint Henry császár kéme lett volna. Igen, jó, de hát megtalálta a fagybondozta meg. Bicskázta. Igen. Valami elreszt. Na gyerünk, olvasd el a bestináriumot megint. Oké. Nem de? Bő. Megátkozottak. Torzafiókok. Azt mondani, hogy a torzafiók ronda annyi, mint azt mondani a szarna vízetes. Na, ezt már egyszer olvastuk, nagyon szép kis mondatunk, köszönjük szépen. Lambert, a Witcher, ő mondta. Ja, hogy nincs is tele az életem? Gyerünk, Johnny. Egy kicsi pihenés, jó van. Álljál fel most már úgy. Pussál tovább, ügyes, hogy... Ne nézzé. Na, tűz van.
Oswin! Where's Oswin? Anyone seen him? Believe I saw him heading to the stable. What?
Fire. You blind? Nobody willing to put it out?
Ain't that simple. Most are afraid. Baron flies into a rage. He takes no prisoners.
My brother's in the stable. We've got to save him. He'll burn alive. Him and the horses.
Jó van, megmentem, ne kiabáljál.
See what I can do.
Hurry now, quick!
Szóval, ha így körbe megyek, akkor elkerülöm a bárót. Jó. És akkor... Mit tudom én? Nyomok egy ilyet. Ja! Nem sikerült. Akkor bemegyek itt. Nincs. Az anyád. Akkor itt bemegyek. Felmászom. Gyerünk, Béla. Damn it. Igen. Puff. Semmi? Ellopom, amik itt vannak, jó? Tovább megyek. Ne köhögjél, mehetsz. Gyerünk, ez az, jó vagy. Puff. Leugrasz. Hűf. Mit kell csinálni? Nyisd ki az istálónak az ajtaját. A picsába. Hol istáló ajtaja? Ja, itt van. És már ki az ajtót, Gerard? Na. Idétlenkedsz már. Most mi van? Futnak a lovak. Adjuk a báróhoz.
We've a hero in our midst. You
Yeah,
got yourself a barrel of Lyrian.
I know your wife miscarried. Was that before or after you beat her to a pulp?
What the fuck are you suggesting?
Don't play me for a fool. You'd been beating them for years. Finally, they'd had enough and fled. Sound about right?
Üss már meg! Puff! Puff!
They ran
Puff!
didn't they?
Nagy ütés! Mi ez az? Verd szét a pofáját! Majomnak, ne szedtem majom, itt van! Most legyen meg pofát, báró! Szítítem a fejedet! Nesze! Úgy van! Nem lehet tovább. Szítvelem a pofát! Hogy nézel ki? Szedd már össze magad! Kiesett a fogam, keresd meg! Olcsátok a tüzet ti meg. Akkor ne olcsátok, ott is ég a tűz.
Sit down. You beat them.
I never laid a finger on Tamara. Not once.
And on Anna.
That's another story. She always knew how to spark my ire.
You knew they had run away from the start.
Yes, I knew.
Why didn't you tell me? Wasted my time.
Say I had. Say I'd said I had troubles. Couldn't control my wife, my daughter. What kind of flaccid prick would you take me for?
Doesn't much matter now. I know how to find them.
How?
I know about the baby.
Anna and I. It wasn't as it seemed. Seems.
All right, I'm all ears. Tell me what happened. The truth this time.
I'd been soaking myself 3 days straight. Anna came to me, said they were leaving. I begged them to stay. She refused to hear it. I tried to stop her. She wriggled like an eel. We struggled. She fell. Last blasted thing I remember. Woke up in the morn, breeches heavy with my own piss. A large bump on my head. Sadly, they were gone. Know what that's like, Witcher? No. How the fuck could you? I was left with nothing. Nothing! Only the bottle.
Signs of a fight in the room. Hole in the wall, wine all over the landing. Was that you?
We tussled. She tried to whack me on the noggin with a candlestick, but kept missing. Hit the wall and a pillar instead. I staggered backwards onto the table, spilled the wine, slipped and tumbled. Anna used that moment to flee. She rushed down the stairs, still clutching that damn candlestick. I caught her on the landing. We fell. I thought I had her. Then she turned and smacked me in the head. I blacked out. Don't know what happened next. When I came to, I was alone.
Tamara present for all this? She see you quarrel?
Through the doorway, perhaps. She didn't enter the room. Shame, too. Things might have turned out differently. The sight of her always calmed me.
What happened next?
Next, it only got worse. I awoke at sunset, not knowing how many days had passed. Thought it was all a ploughing, drunken nightmare. And then I went to the bedchamber, and Anna was not there. Instead, there was blood everywhere. I knew she'd miscarried. My breath short, my throat locked. I neared the bed and saw it. It lay there, a tiny thing, defenseless, on bloodied sheets, dead. And it was my doing.
Maybe you're doing, maybe not. But that amulet she wore could be important. Or maybe the fact that she lost it. What did you do with the child?
What was I to do? Took it out and buried it.
Just like that?
Damn you! I gave no thought to a funeral. It was a horror. I wanted it to end. That child had been my dream. I told Anna, the little one, our little one, to make things right. Yet she died before she could be born. Understand, Witcher? My child was dead.
Get hold of yourself. Men like you, when they break down, look downright pathetic.
You're a heartless bastard.
Mutations worked then. But here's the good news. Your dead child might help us find the one who's still alive. And your wife.
What? How?
Sometimes miscarried fetuses, if they don't get a proper burial, turn into botchlings.
Into fucking what?
Details you don't need to know. There's a bond of blood between this creature and your wife and daughter. I can use that bond to find them.
How?
One of two ways. Legends claim you can bury a botchling under the family's threshold, perform a ritual, and turn it into a lubberkin. That's a sort of, hob, a guardian spirit that could lead me to your family.
And the other way?
We kill it and draw some blood. Take that to the Peller and he does the rest.
Do not kill my child. It's suffered enough already. Lift the curse that it may finally rest in peace.
Whatever we do, we gotta find the botchling first.
I'll show you where I buried her, and I'll dig the grave at my threshold.
If it turns out we can't transform the botchling into a lubberkin, they can bury us in it. Handy either way. The sooner we resolve this, the better. Best do it tonight, at midnight.
Then wait here with me. Near midnight, I'll take you to where I buried her.
Get word to the common folk. Let us stay in their homes tonight and draw a line of salt outside their doors. And try to sober up.
Do I take a shovel to dig up the grave?
Take it. You'll need it, but not for that.
A bit further. Follow me.
You give the child a name?
No. Why would we?
Mistake. Names are powerful seals.
Here's the spot.
Chose a lovely spot.
Damn it, will you relent? I'm ploughing now I've done wrong.
Good. The grave's dug up and empty.
What's that mean?
Botchling's on the prowl.
Look!
Take it in your arms, quick.
And if it goes Garrity, it'll bite us in the arse before we know it.
Keep screaming and it will turn rabid. It's calm for now.
Bloody hell. What happens when it gets plowing restless?
It'll bite through your jugular, and you'll bleed to death before I can help. Tell me if it starts wriggling. I'll calm it with magic. Pick it up. Take it in your arms.
Merciful gods!
Back to the fortress.
What's this?
As I recall, you were the one wanted to test the old legends and change it into a lubberkin. Spectres. Botchling set to trap.
Do something!
Show me what you got.
Oh. Quiet now. What do you want to do with it?
Me? Nothing. This is your job. Told you, gotta bury it under the threshold. If the tales are true, by tomorrow it'll be a lubberkin. From then on, it'll watch over your house and help me find your family. Need to hurry.
Squirming again, like a daft eel. I cannot hold it. What? It stopped.
Chosen a name?
No,
So think of one. It's important.
it's a girl. What would Anna have named her? What now?
Repeat after me. By the powers of earth and sky.
By the powers of earth and sky.
By the world that was to be your home.
By the world that was to be your home.
Forgive me, you who came, but who I did not embrace.
Forgive me. You who came, but who I did not embrace.
I name thee, say her name, and embrace thee as my daughter.
I name thee Daya, and embrace thee as my daughter.
Good. Now bury the body.
What now?
In 1 day's time, Dea should turn into a lubberkin. I'll stay here and wait. You go home.
I'll wait with you.
Out of the question.
But that's my child. And the guilt, the responsibility for all this lies with me.
Time for parental impulses? It's long past. Besides, nothing else you can do here.
But
No buts. Just Witcher's work left to do here. Gotta wait a day and a night for the botchling to turn into a lubberkin. That's it. Go home. And try not to drink yourself stupid again. By blood's power I summon you. With your name I beseech you. Hear my call and arise, Dea. Lead me to those bound to you by blood.
No, big fuck. Ez is meg volt. Itt a kis szellem.
This downpour's a bastard, it is. Fucking shit! Don't stop raining, my arse will rot off, let me live. Fuck off or I'll smash you.
Sure wasn't lavender they kept in there. Might be worth looking around, though. Horseshoe. No way a pitch burner could afford a horse. A bracelet. One of them must have dropped it. Horseshoe. No way a pitch burner could afford a horse. Clothing. They change in here. Both were here. I'm going the right way. Wants to show me something more.
What now, you piece of filth?
horse carcass. What do we have here? Bones have been here a while. Chewed on the saddle. Necrophages will eat anything these days. Giant claws. Wasn't a necrophage made these marks. Horseshoes missing. Is this the animal that lost one in the smokehouse? Head torn clear off. Takes incredible strength. Must have been attacked by a powerful beast. Surprised him. Hope they got away. Trail goes on. Good thing it doesn't end here.
Sure. Bénáztam. Nem áll. De.
By blood's power. Hear my
Jó,
call.
ezt már láttuk. Igen.
Lead me to those.
De ha pihentem, akkor miért nem? Költött az életem.
You're pale as outy shark.
Ennek van védekezés, hanem védekezik ez a szülye. Pancser ez a Witcher, komolyan mondom.
Sure was the lavender they kept in there. No way a pitch burner could have floated around, though. A bracelet. One of them must have dropped it. Clothing. They change in here? Both were here. I'm going the right way. No way a pitch burner could afford a horse. Wants to show me something more.
Mert rá most nem adott olyan kék szög. Igen. Ja.
Necrophages had a field day. Still worth a closer look. Should examine that horse carcass.
Ja?
What do we have here?
Ezt már megbeszélték.
Chewed on this. Giant claws. Giant claws. Horseshoe. Head torn clear off. Must have been attacked by a
King
powerful...
Kong volt.
Trail goes on. Good thing it doesn't end here.
Ultimatnak a szajat össze kell szedni. Ezt küld, ahol kell. Amikor tudjunk, hogy tudunk pihenjünk szerintem. Az jó.
Fisherman's hut. Seems she wants me to take a closer look.
Who's that? The room. Go on now.
What you seek here, sir? Our hut's out of the way. Woeful. We has nothing. We knows nothing.
Just need information. Looking for two women, the Bloody Baron's wife and daughter.
Not a soul have been here, sir.
Sure? Not even passing through? Daughter's medium height, about 20. Her mother's thin, about 40. Seen them?
That sir came at night, right, Mummy? Quiet, boy.
I want to help that woman. She could be in danger.
Young and seen no one, my lord. He's a kiddie. Must have dreamt it.
I want to hear this dream then. So, kid, who did you see? Who came here?
Pappy brought her at night. The lady does the medicines. She was all afeared. Talked about an awful monster. Said she had to go back. Dunno where to. Mummy and Pappy cheered her up. Gave her clothes. Hers were ragged.
Where'd the girl go? Your son said enough. No point in playing dumb anymore.
Sorry, sir, but you don't look like one of our father's men.
Because I'm not. I'm looking for Tamara and her mother. I need to know if they're alive and safe.
Tamara is, hi. She's to my brother's place in Oxenford. But Mrs. Anna, that's another tale. Though anywhere's better than to crow's perch with a baron.
Why?
Cause he beat her, sir. Beat Mrs. Anna, I means. Everyone knew, but not a one lifted a finger for to stop it.
What happened to Tamara's mother?
Twere like this. I was awaiting in the old smokehouse with horses. Cold as hell and so dark, couldn't see past 2 ells in front of you. Moon had risen high, and still they hadn't come. Began to fear some demon had snatched them. But finally they came forth, and we sets off towards the river. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a gale arose. Thought it'd tear my head off. And those damn birds, swarms of them coursing o'er the woods, raising a racket to make your ears bleed. Mrs. Anna screamed, bent over into herself. Tamara knelt down, gripped her arms. 'Twere then I saw it. Fiery marks on her hands.
What marks?
These, well, like burned on with hot iron. On the palms, inside.
Burned? Like a cattle brand?
Aye, though these wasn't black scars scabbed over. They's hot and glowing, as if they burned with raw fire.
Fine. What happened next?
Grew even darker. Seemed someone had put out the stars. Crickets all went silent of a sudden, and then, from the woods, a roar. Broke out in a cold sweat, and before I could catch my breath, a beast jumped out of the woods, big as a barn, with horns and 2 burning coals for eyes. I thought I was done for, beast attacked Mrs. Anna's horse, ripped its head off, carried her off into the woods. Our horses, mine and Miss Tamara's, got spooked and tore off willy-nilly. 'Twas the only reason we escaped.
The miss wanted to go back for her mother, but my wife pleaded, said she'd die out there alone. Miss Tamara agreed not to go.
Why help them at all? You risked a lot.
I'd a debt. Owed Miss Tamara. 3 moons passed, a fever gripped my boy. We thought he was done for. Tamara learnt it. Brought food and salves. We're poorer than dirt itself. She saved my boy. No 2 ways about it. Me, myself, I'd have never dared to help. But my missus told me a time of war and contempt's come. A time of folk gone wrong. We needs to repay good with good. Who stands by idly does evil as if.
Married a wise woman.
Crying shame we couldn't save Mrs. Anna in the end.
Thanks for your help.
The lady. She'll be all right in the end, won't she?
I'll do what I can to see that she is. So here our paths diverge. Thank you, Dea. Go in peace.
Hülye. Nem hűl vissza.
Halt! Stand and do! I challenge you!
Boots a bit big, maybe? Careful not to trip.
Halt, I say! I am Ronvid of the Small Marsh, bound by a sacred oath.
Oh, that's rough. My sympathies.
To honor Maid Bilberry, fairest of all maids I know, by dueling 100 knights to the death. Now, draw your sword post haste, for I've 99 left after you.
Why are you challenging me? Don't recall doing anything to offend the Maid Bilberry.
Well, why? Then swear. Swear! Maid Bilberry's the most loveliest of all.
Thing is, I've never laid eyes on her.
Aha! Ah! I shall wash your scorn away with thy blood, fiend! Stand and fight!
that enough?
Yes, luck stood with you. But the next time we meet,
Challenge me again. Raise your hand, draw your sword, look at me the wrong way, and I'll kill you.
you so sure of that?
Yes.
We shall see.
Ez hülye.
Come on.
Need a swift kick in the arse.
Már be.
Run, Roach.
Come on!
Say what you will, but his lass was different. She'd bring nourishment any time one of us fell ill.
Quite the work my man's got, eh?
Not half that.
I brought home a packet of peelings yesterday.
Ezzel már kártyáztam, az biztos. Azzal is kártyáztam, itt mind a kettő kováccsal kártyáztam.
Remember me?
Stable hand pulled you out of the fire.
We'll never forget that. Here, I'm grateful.
Ja.
What the?
Witcher, a word, please.
No time.
This'll only take a minute. That night when the Baron ordered everyone to lock their doors, stay inside, what did you and the Baron do?
Gotta ask the Baron about that. Speaking of which, know where he is?
Garden. Spends a lot of time sitting there of late.
Drunk.
No, don't drink, don't eat. Just sits.
There you are.
See the hollyhock there? The violet blooms. Brought the plants here from Nazaire. Anna had read some story. Insisted on having them. Spent hours tending to them, trimming, pruning. She was so content at that. And them, the frilly ones, called birds of paradise in Zerrikania. But Tamara called them dragons of paradise. She adored them. Damn shame I'll never learn which blooms would please Dea most. Though it's good to know her spirit's free.
Got some information about your family.
You've learned something? Let's go inside. It's a bit chilly out. Any news for me?
Your daughter's in Oxenfurt.
What the blazes? She all right? In good health? Safe? Why haven't you brought her back?
Never offered to do that.
How do you know she's safe? You see her at least?
No, but I talked to the man who helped her escape and then took her in. Tamara is safe and sound. From what I gathered, she has no desire to see you again, no intention to return.
I shan't trust some peasant dolt. I shan't trust whoever it is helped her. I need to know for certain she's safe. Go to her. You must be sure. See her yourself. I shan't believe anyone else.
Jó van, bazd meg,
Which I
elmegyek.
can do.
I'm grateful. Take this. Call it enticement. And this might prove useful.
What is it?
A letter of safe conduct. Ever since the Redanians took hold of the Pontard Delta, they made it damned hard to get to Novigrad without one. Very well. You were to find them both. What of Anna? Learned anything?
Nothing yet, but I'm on her trail.
Well, what are you waiting for?
For you to tell me about Ciri, like we agreed.
Fine. A word once given. When Ciri was on the mend, we took her out on a hunt. Thought a bit of galloping would warm up her limbs, gone stiff from so much bed rest. That
Megvakult.
lass of yours, pure luck in the flesh. To hunt down a wild boar that size, why, worthy of one of King Foltest's feasts, were he still among the living. Ciri, come! Our haunt should be yours as I see it.
Oh, you done well, lass.
Not bad. Not bad at all. But who goes boar hunting with a sword?
No bow at hand, no spear. My sword was all I had.
Well, you brandished it beautifully. Where'd they teach you that, anyway?
A little here, a little there.
Not surprising, given you wander the world alone.
Not alone no more. She's in the company now.
That's right. You're a member of the company. We're drinking together, killed a wild boar as a pack, you might say. But we've no notion how you arrived here. A woman in a man's garb, razor on her back. Who exactly are you? You a mercenary?
I just travel a lot. And I don't always happen upon such good and civil company.
Ah, gift of the gab she's got. Here's to good company.
This I like. Drinks like a lad, knows her sword work, kills a boar as if it were a piglet. A she-wolf, if ever I've seen one.
All right, all right.
A woman could swing a sword. I've knowed one, but never seen a lady mount anything but a cock proper. All tipsy on horseback. Nothing strange on account they bloody mount them sideways.
Perhaps you'd care to wager?
Think you can outrun me on an horse? Naturally. What's the stake?
Black mare. The one in the stable.
Oh, that won't do it all.
What happened? You get the jitters?
No.
So why not?
The horse is mine.
To race the Baron himself. I'd consider it an honor.
Oh, that'd be a sight to behold.
Would it ever?
Done. But if I win, I take your sword.
Agreed.
I'd not drink any more this night. You'll want your head about you. We start at daybreak.
Uha, meg kell nyerni a versenyt. Jó, a napkelte van. Szuper. Ott a lovalcsajnak. Nem, az egy jó.
The day dawns.
Ready?
As ever. First one to the tower.
Man chop! Come on, Ciri, don't you embarrass us!
Want that horse, don't ya?
Had one just like it.
Your sword is mine.
That'll be the day.
Show how it's done.
You're wind, not woman. Worthy of the best horse. The mare is yours.
They Thank you.
What?
Another chance to win.
She screamed like a mad woman. In an instant, all had forgotten the wager. Every man ran to save his skin, even worried to break his neck.
And they make it?
Some, aye. Others were not so fortunate. But what happened then? I must say, Witcher, seen a lot, but nothing like this. Never.
Uh-oh. I know that look.
You're a fast learner. You'll know the rest once you find my wife.
Working on it.
And making piss-poor progress.
They split up. Hadn't considered that possibility before. But don't worry. I'll find Anna too. Ever play Gwent?
I do. And what's more, I usually win. If you've a deck, sit down. Outplay me, and I'll give you one of my unique cards. How's that for enticement?
Let's lay him down.
Nekem nincs túl jobb pakli, ez tény. Mi van? Egy harcosan van, többi az nem harcos. Jó, akkor a... Ez még maradhat is. Ez. Ez. Az én köröm miért ez ennyi? Akkor tolunk egy ezt. Én vagyok az. Kártyagyűjtögető. Az anyád úristen. Azt kellett mondani. Na már így. Igazából, ha most ugye akarna. Pussy. Úgy van.
You won. A man's only as good as his word. Take the card. I fear Velen's short on worthy opponents. Boat builder in Oroton might be one. There was also an old soothsayer. Lived east of here, near the windmill, last I heard. There's a lad, about as reasonable as an old mare, but he plays a devilish hand. In fact, I don't rightly know that you're ready for him.
Ez egy szép ugrás, nem meredő volt, de...
Witcher! When you find my daughter, will you give her this?
A ragdoll.
Uh-huh.
Didn't see me so. Like I say, he grabbed him by the cloak and bam! Right in the chops. Right in Time to water the horses.
Horse feathers.
Fancy an outing to find that she-beast, Prince?
Get tooth one.
Not a bad idea.
Vannak egy kicsit utazzak, úgy látom, hogy rábírő cserélnek is. Utazás. Úgyhogy... Y megnyomását miért hülye helyen van? Pont a figyelés, mert...
Pox on a lot of you.
Come
Azt
on
nézem,
now.
az van közelebb, úgyhogy oda megyünk.
Ever heard of preventive arse wounding?
Ne nincs már, menjél. Úgy van. De vagy baszva.
Take it easy.
De ismerős ez a hely. Milyen lenne, ha mondjuk...
See, you're a man well travelled, so
Build
tell
your
me.
boats in Pinewood?
Of course not. Wench dragged me some pints, so I'd make her a cradle.
Boat business not booming?
Not well at all. Ain't no fish.
Heard you're a good boatwright, and an even better card player.
You want to play?
Always ready for a round.
Na, őt kaptam meg. Jó van az. Egy ilyen fagyós cuccvék van. Hát, most ad. Adott. Elég gyanús, hogy ide fogja tenni. Azt! Szép. Nem tudom, mennyi van belőle. Nagyon helyes. Igen, jobb lett volna. így is van.
Rules say the card's mine.
Aye, 'tis indeed. Cards, believe you're good enough to try your luck against Hattie. Folk laugh at him because he's young and a bit dim, but word is, he weren't afraid to beat the Baron himself. So you're a man well travelled, so tell me, should I beat me when you want to speak, or off?
Barbarians.
De valahogy itt van egy jó kovács, ahol az első játékmenetben, ugye itt én lecseréltem a fegyvereimet.
Yeah?
Let me see what you're offering.
Igazából minden sokkal erősebb, mint az én fegyver. Jaj! Akkor menjünk meg.
Let me see what you're offering.
Igen. De vissza. Szuper.
So long.
Megütés bennem kell.
Where'd you come from?
Oh, son!
Nyugodj már meg. Kezdve belejön. Nem érdekel.
That's it, Roach.
Úgy gyorsan vannak vonalak a óriás lábotosan a hegy oldalról. Nem az, nem óriásnak. Csak ezek folyton érecek. Jó van? Pihentél, meggyógyultál, mehetsz tovább. És rájöttem majd használni a nyílpuskát. Itt kell aktiválni, mit akarok használni. Na jó, nem?
Matter where the grub's from, as long as the mole's full.
Igen. Itt aktiváltam volna. Ott egy áru is. Mondok, ezzel is lehet kártyázni. Hello.
An amulet, bazaar, some tortoise shells.
Let's play cards.
Most mit kaptam? Szóval megkaptam letört, jó. Igen, ez is alakul. Cynthia. Nem? Hülye. Nem? Most még csak ez a pakli van, hogy nem tudok válogatni, mivel legyek. A szörnyekkel van, ahogy már akkor az kigyújt. Jó. Meg kell nézni, éjjászon van sok. Megint. Ez nem baj. Tehát ha ezt lecserélem, jó, az már harcos. Itt a ugyanilyen harcos kell. Nem az, hogy mindegy. Még két harcosom van. Igen, azt akartam, hogy nem ennél szörnyeknél nem baj, ha harcos akármi van. Mert ezek ott megduplázzák, triplázzák a cuccost. Nem is látom azt. Ne ezeket játsz már ki. Komolyabbakat tegyél, hát ez még semmi. Mindegy. Teszek egy ilyet, lássuk. Ezt meg mit lép rá. Jó, van ilyen varázslata. Beködölök, az nekem most ugye nem jó. Miért nem vagyok van neki ilyen olyan napja. NFP passzol. De remélem ez marad benne neki. Biztos, hogy a valami 4-es. Igen, kapok kártyát. Jó kártya. De ez mit csinál olyan? Igen, ezt kéne. Ja. Csak annyi. Ez az. Beködölt. Hát el tudok így csak. Dupla. Az azt mondja, hogy 20. Ha ezt leteszem azt, az 5. Igen. Illetve 6. És ha azt visszahozom, az meg 7. És ha leteszem még egyszer, akkor megint. Szóval nem tudom, hogy mit tartogat még. Azt mondja, hogy az egy 6-os. Megnyertem. Kártyalap? Azért. Megnézzük, hogy hát. Jó van. Mutasd, mit van.
What else you have on offer?
Corpse teeth and kidney stones.
Kártyalap. Az kell. Egy egyes. 5-ös, jó lesz. A fákján.
So long.
Oké, szevasz.
Ye seek trouble? Don't. It will find you. There's no monster will come near you if you stuff all your holes with garlic. But where you get garlic these days?
Enough. You ain't safe unless you got a Gabrielle. The auto-crank one-handed Gabrielle ensures you get the first shot and the last word.
Let me have a look at your stock.
Szóval Gabriel úr is felhúzó és leúpikula.
How about you take a break from hockey?
Okay. Nem az jó lap. Kitől fogom kapni a jó kis szörny lapokat. Én jövök először. Ilyen kell, hogy 5. Így játszok akkor? Megint. Ez az. Ez jó, de ez az. Azért mert döntetlen? Azért.
You ain't safe unless you...
Jó. Ja, már láttam itt van. Szevasz.
So long.
Mum said if I'm good, she'll send me on the
Stuff all your own for garlic. Where you get garlic these days?
Enough. Don't want to hear this.
You play Gwent?
They say Hattie's dim, but that just ain't true. Hattie don't know how to plough or sew, nor catch no fishes. But he sure can play cards. So Hattie plays Gwent.
So let's play.
Ez elég sok a... Forráskártya. Jobban örültem, hogy elkezdte lepogolgatni azt. Hasonló lapokat. Két lappal több vannak. Vagy csak egy. Ezt ő nyerte. Ja, csak nem varázskártyát mondom, hát így. Ügyes volt. Az annyi úristen.
Addie's not clever, no. Finds no mushrooms, save his own stink on. But, Addie can sure play cards.
Would Hattie like to play a round of Gwent?
Jó, már megbeszéltük, hogy te vagy. Kártyád. Ilyen kártyalap nekem meg. Már tudom, még jobban nem kell. Mi? De én jövök? Köszönöm. lenne, jó, most passzol, nem passzol. Mehet el akkor csak 15 éve. Nem gondoltam, hogy ez így lesz. Csinálok jó lapjaim, és kaptam még egy harcost. Én tőlem. Én is. Nézzük. Biztos kapnék még kártyát. A picsába, ez már nem kezdünk az utóira. Kellett még egy kíváncsiság kíváncsiságban, mi utolsó lapja. Nézd meg, már 10. És megvert. Jó, ügyes voltál megint. Ben a pofádat. Hát addig úgy megyünk minden sehova, míg nem nyerek.
So let's play.
Kis trombi támad, mi a szar az, ami megduplált, mindjárt lerakja a mérget. Ez ha lemegy 1-1, akkor is 12-17. Nekem meg van 10. Ott rakhattam maga egyet, hogy magánykodja. Hogy ő kapott. Ja, van nekem is. Ilyenem meg nincs. Nem áll, megint el van baszva az egész, már nem nyerem meg. Majd lágyban úgy. Mi az, hogy csak varázs igénye van, mi az a varázslapja? De akkor én most megfogtam vele. Jó van, öcsém, én nyertem. Harmadjára csak visszajött.
Addy done lost. It happens. Take your prize.
You, white one. What's your business? Bloody Baron know you're here?
Megkaptuk Rocs kártyát. Hogy hívják? Jó. Igazából rohadt csak a kérdője. De nem általán felkutatni, mert se pénz, nem semmi. Jó, hát ez a videó szerintem most így hirtelen ennyi volt. Most kicsit még farmolok, és megnézem, hogy mik vannak a kérdőjelni szerintem. Vagy lehet, hogy holnapra hagyom. Holnap kérdőjelkutatós cuccos lesz. Szóval, sziasztok! Most látom a stop.